Hello friends, welcome once again to Rick's Garage. What you're looking at is a shed I've been working on off and on for a couple of years, and I'm finally declaring it finished. I just finished building the doors for it. So what my project is now is I want to get some kind of lighting out here in front of the doors and inside the shed. Now I don't want to run electricity out here because that would involve digging some kind of trench. I'd have to get permits, and I really don't need electricity out there. I've got a 100-foot cord that reaches out to the shed should I need some power, and most of my power tools are battery operated now anyway. So really all I need is a little bit of lighting out here. What I have here is a Mr. Beams floodlight. It works on 4 D-cell batteries. I bought 2 of them. I'm going to put one outside and one inside the shed. These lights are very inexpensive. They're $29 each, and you can buy them at Home Depot. I've got a set of these on a ramp. We have an in-law apartment attached to our house, and there's a handicap ramp that leads up to the apartment. And I put a set of these lights along that handicap ramp, and they did a wonderful job of lighting it up. Very bright. The batteries seemingly last forever. The set of these lights that we put out on that ramp I just spoke of lasted a little over 2 years before we had to change the batteries. And for that matter, they were still working. It's just that I thought after 2 years we probably should change the batteries. Like I said, it's been a number of years since I installed them on the handicap ramp. So I don't remember exactly what I need to do to put them on my shed. So let's open up the box and see what we've got here. Protected in bubble wrap. Very light. Let's get the bubble wrap off of it. Okay. So these lights can be aimed in a number of directions. So that comes in handy, and it's really not a bad looking thing. It doesn't look like it takes up a lot of space. So it looks like we have, oh, it slides off the back. The mounting bracket slides off the back, so that's pretty cool. So you can slide it right off very easily to replace the batteries, and it's got 4 little screws. The screws might be a little bit of a pain, but keep in mind you only have to replace the batteries once every year, maybe every other year, so it's really not that big of a deal. And the thing slides right off the bracket, so you can bring it inside and change the batteries comfortably and then put it back. So it looks like all we have to do is screw this bracket where we want it mounted. Alright, I'm going to center this light over the door on this fascia above the door. I'd love to have lights on each side of the door, but when you open the door that would block some of the light, so it only makes sense to have one light centered above the doors. Now I've placed a little pencil mark right here, marking where the center of the door is, and that's how I'm going to center the bracket. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put the first screw in. You only need about 1.5 inch clearance to get to slide the light up to change the battery, and you've got this drip edge in the way. So I'm just going to put it as low as I can on this fascia, and that should give me plenty of clearance. Center this light over the mark I made, and we'll put the screw in right here. There we go. And now I'm going to square that up. Needs to go this way a little bit. Let's see how that looks. Yeah, that looks very nice. Alright, so I'm going to throw in 2 more screws. Very good. All right, so the bracket's in place. Okay, let's install the light. We haven't put the batteries in yet. I'm just testing it for fit. There we go. Locks right in. When we want to remove it, it comes right out. So the drip edge is not in the way at all. So now we can adjust these lights. I'll have one adjusted down, straight down. And I'll have another one adjusted out a little further. We'll check it out tonight when it gets dark. We'll adjust them further. So all that's left to do now is install the batteries and then come out tonight and adjust them. Okay, friends. I apologize for the handheld camera. It's only been a few seconds for you through the magic of video, but it's been all day for me waiting for it to get dark to try out the new Mr. Beam lights. So let's venture out into the darkness. Okay, I don't know if you can see anything at all, but we're approaching the shed, and it is my sincere hope that at some point these new lights come on. So right now we're about 25 feet from the shed. Nothing yet. And we're still approaching here. Oh, there they came on. So we're about, I'd say, between 15 and 20 feet from the shed when the lights came on. And then they do, I don't know if you can appreciate this on the video, but they do a decent job of lighting up the front of the shed. Now I've also installed a light inside the shed. So let's open up the door and see how well the light inside works. All right, we're inside and the light came on. And it looks like it does a decent job of lighting up my bench here. I apologize, I've got a messy bench. There are the lights up there in the corner. So I had to take a couple of steps into the shed before they came on. But that's because how I've got them positioned over in the corner. If I had them more overhead, they'd probably come on sooner. However, I wanted it over here to light up this bench. So that's why I've got them over in the corner. I got one aimed at the bench, and the other one is aimed across the room here. So looks like they're working pretty good. And the outside one's already gone off. That's why these batteries last a long time. They don't stay on a long time unnecessarily. Once you leave the area, they shut right off. So I bet when I step out, this is going to come right back on again. Yes, it did. It did indeed. So it looks like this was a success. I'm very happy with these lights. It's very inexpensive. And it will certainly do the job rather than running electricity out here to this shed. Like I explained earlier, I don't want to have to get a permit. So, and I don't really need electricity out here. All I need was a little bit of light. So we're going to go ahead and close the door. And the lights inside have already shut off. So I want to thank you once again for watching Rick's Garage. Before I go, I'm going to post two videos to your left. Feel free to click on either one if you find them of interest. And to your right, I'm going to post a picture of my trusty avatar in the form of my German Shepherd. Feel free to click on that if you wish to subscribe. So I'm going to step away from the shed slowly and see when the light goes out. So once again, thanks for watching, and I'll stay with you until this light goes out. Anytime now. Possible yep, there it is. Okay. So we hope to see you again really soon. And thank you very much for watching.